Hello, everybody. We're going to go over the three properties of logarithms, and they're very closely related to the three properties of exponents. Matter of fact, they have the same names. You got the product property, the quotient property, and the power property. So we really should call them the product property of logarithms, the quotient property of logarithms, and the power property of logarithms. A lot of you guys remember with exponents, when it came to the product property, you added exponents. With the quotient property, you subtracted exponents, and with the power property, you were able to multiply those exponents. So very similar concept right here. All right. So take a look at the product property. The product property basically says that if you have the log of a product, AB, then you can split that those logarithms into two. The log of the individual factors. For example, the log of AB is the log of A plus the log of B. An example would be the log of 60. Well, 60 is a product. It can be factored in many different ways. But basically, the log of 60, which is approximately 1.78, is the same as saying log of 12 plus log of 5, because you've broken it down to the individual factors and written it as an addition statement. So log of 60 is log of 12 plus log of 5, and the calculator there proves it to you. So that's the product property. You can split up a logarithm based on the factors of the product. Okay, so quotient property, the same, but really inverse operations. We're going to use division and subtraction. So the log of a quotient, AB, A divided by B, is the same as the log of A minus the log of B, or the difference of those parts of the fraction. So the names of numerator and denominator escape me. Okay, so here's another example. So log of 60 again. Well, 60 could also be a quotient. 60 is the quotient of 120 and 2. All right, so you could think of the log of 60 as the log of 120 divided by 2. All right, which is really the log of 120 minus the log of 2. You see, all of those have equivalent values. Okay, then there's the power property. Very simple. It says that if the argument of a logarithmic function, if you raise the argument to an exponent, then basically you can multiply that exponent to the logarithmic statement. So log of a to the b power is the same as b times log of a. I laugh because it says blaga. All right. So for example, the log of 8. All right. Well, 8 can be written as an exponential statement. 8 is 2 to the third. So log of 2 to the third is really the same as, you can move that logarithm to the front as a factor, and that is 3 times the log of 2. All right. Feel free to look at this Desmos file for some examples. Here's some combined practice. So if I have d log of a minus 3 log of c, I can use the power property first, and with both of these terms, and I can say log of a to the d minus log of c cubed. And then I can condense that with the quotient property and say log of a to the d over log of c cubed. All right. I can also do I can also condense with power property and product property. So if I have 8 log of a plus log of d, then I can use my power property first and say this is log of a to the 8th plus log of d. And then since that is a sum of logs, then I can write it as the product. So log of a to the 8th times d. Keep in mind that the logarithmic properties only work if your logarithms have an equivalent base. All right. That's a little detail that I have not mentioned yet. Just as you can condense logarithms, you can expand logarithms. So log of 3x to the 4th. Well, you can think of 3x to the 4th as a product of 3 and x to the 4th. So this is log of 3 plus log of x to the 4th. And then you can rewrite log of x to the 4th as 4 log of x. All right. And to finish, let's do a power and quotient example. So if I have a quotient, log of x cubed over y to the 4th, well, I can break it up into a difference of logs. So that's log of x cubed minus log of y to the 4th. And I can use the power property to write the exponents as factors or coefficients of those logs. So I get 3 log of x minus 4 log of y. And that is your crash course. Your crash course for properties of logarithms. They're so exciting. All right. They're awesome. But we've only explored them on a surface level. Tomorrow, we'll get to the good stuff. All right. Very good. Very good. Muy bien. Muy bien. 15 seconds left in the video. So why not talk about the greatest soccer team in the world, which of course is Football Club Barcelona. All right. Visca Barça.